On July 17, 2007, at about 9 a.m., an explosion in a flammable solvent storage tank at the Barton Solvents facility rocked the town of Valley Center, Kansas, about 15 miles north of Wichita.
Based on equipment testing, laboratory analysis, and interviews and documents, here's what the CSB believes most likely happened on July 17, 2007.
About 8:30 on the morning of the accident, a tanker trailer arrived to transfer a non-conductive solvent known as varnish makers and painters, or VM&P naphtha, into a storage tank. Because liquid flowing through pipes and valves generates static electricity, which can ignite flammable vapor, the tank farm supervisor connected a cable between the truck and an electrical grounding station. In addition, all the equipment involved in transferring the liquid was bonded, that is, connected together with electrical conductors and grounded. Inside the 15,000-gallon storage tank, there was a device for measuring the liquid level. A metal tape, which was grounded, was suspended from pulleys and connected to a metal float by a loose, flexible linkage assembly. This linkage presented a hidden danger during the filling of the tank. The solvent was pumped from 3 tanker trailer compartments into the tank. As the hose was switched from one compartment to another, air entered the line, creating bubbles and turbulence inside the tank. A static electrical charge built up in the non-conductive liquid. Meanwhile, the space above the liquid was filled with an explosive mixture of vapor and air. The swirling, turbulent liquid caused the float to drift and rock, creating slack in the metal tape. This allowed a gap to form intermittently in the linkage assembly, interrupting the grounding of the float. The metal float accumulated a static electrical charge. About 9 a.m., a spark from static electricity ignited the vapor-air mixture, causing a massive explosion. The CSB recommended that OSHA advise MSDS preparers to evaluate each product to determine its potential for accumulating static electricity and to form an ignitable vapor-air mixture inside a storage tank. Each liquid should be tested for electrical conductivity, and the results included in the MSDS.